Hello from Dallas. How's it going, everybody? I'm in a hotel. We play in Dallas tonight at Sundown at the Granada. It's this little bar or restaurant. Hoping for a good turnout. We'll see. I think we had a little over 100 tickets sold as of yesterday, I think. Quick update. Thanks to everybody that came out in Little Rock and Newark, because I don't think I made any content those days. I didn't shoot any videos or anything. Saturday was just crazy. The rain was just nuts. There was a huge storm that came through, a couple storm cells. So there was a point where we didn't know if we were going to still play the show or not. So, but everybody hung out and stayed the whole time, and we ended up having a great show. Thanks to everybody that came out to Dank House. And then, Nashville on Sunday. Not bad, not a bad turnout. We hadn't been there in a long time. We sold like 113 tickets or something like that. It was good. So, we'll definitely go back to Nashville at some point. I would like to keep building that market. We just never go there. So, Little Rock was good. It was a Tuesday night. It was good for what it was, I should say. It wasn't like crazy or anything. I think we sold like 74 tickets. It's I said in another video, but I think we've played there maybe 4 times in the last 20 years. So just not a major market. Although I did talk to some people at VIP. They're trying to organize the scene. So they're trying to like get more people. They want more bands to come through. And I love that, because it really does take you in your town to build the scene. And that's what's going to draw bands in, because they're like, oh man, I heard there's a scene in Little Rock now. We should go down and play. It happened in St. Louis years ago. We played St. Louis a few times and it was whack. We were on our way to our tour with Pepper, and this is like 2011. And we were meeting those guys somewhere out west. And on the way, we played St. Louis just to make a little bit of money for gas. And the show this time was packed, and there were 2, reggae rock bands opening for us. And there was no scene in St. Louis before that for years. And finally, some bands in the area started playing out and doing more shows and just creating a buzz around the scene. And ever since then, St. Louis has been pretty good. It's never been like great, but for us anyway. But there's way more people coming out to the shows than there used to be, and there's more bands. That's what you have to do. So anyway, Little Rock, I told them, start a Facebook group. I told them call it Little Reggae Rock. That's cool, right? That's some good branding, because you got like Virginia Beach Reggae. There's OCMD Reggae for Ocean City. You're starting to see these groups all around the country. And it's basically you create a hub for fans of this music, this scene, to come and talk and share their show stories and videos and just memories, and share other bands' music, things like that. And that's how you do it, and hopefully you find a cool venue or 2 that you can focus on that keeps bringing in the same styles of bands, and people just know to go to these shows. It takes time, but you can absolutely build it, So maybe we will go back to Little Rock one day. I'm not sure anytime soon, but I'd like to see them build that out for sure. I think it would be great. There's no reason why not, It would be really rad to have just a perfect circle around the country where bands know to go, because the scenes are awesome. Anyway, we're here in Texas now. It is hot AF. It's going to be like over 100 degrees the next couple days. Doing Dallas tonight, and we've got San Antonio tomorrow. San Antonio's looking good. Good ticket sales there. Those shows are usually really fun. And then we've got Houston on Saturday. Now remember, that got moved to a secret group. It was over at Last Concert Cafe, and something happened. I don't know, promoter changed it up, took the tickets down. People couldn't buy tickets for a few days. We were trying to get answers. It was a big mess. And now we've moved the show to secret group, and tickets are back on sale for that. So, if you didn't get them before, you can get them now. And that's looking okay. So we'll see. And then Sunday we've got Corpus Christi, House of Rock, love it over there. We love Casey and the whole team, and the shows usually go off. So we're looking forward to another rager. Texas all around, honestly. And then we have off Monday to drive to Pensacola. So we're going to be back in Florida next week. And we've got 2 sold out shows in St. Augustine. We had one on, it was next Saturday, I think. And then that one sold out. So we put another one on. It was the only day off in that Florida run. So we plugged it in there. So we're going to go from like Pensacola to St. Augustine, and then back. Honestly, I can't remember. So we're going to be doing a lot of driving next week for sure. 6 shows in a row in the van in extreme heat. The problem with our van is that we can't idle it anymore. We used to park somewhere and just let it run and sit in the AC, right? Well, we can't do that anymore. We had some problems with the EGR valve in the DEF system. If you know anything about diesel trucks, the dealership replaced some part, and then it makes it so we can't, so we could idle it, right? But there's this like buildup of soot that clogs up, the tubes and stuff, the tubes and the wires. I don't know anything about cars, guys. It clogs up the system, and then it causes huge problems everywhere else. And then it costs a lot of money to get it fixed and blah, 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 blah. So we can't run the van anymore if we're just sitting there. So it's going to be stupid hot. And we don't have green rooms in a couple of these spots. So I'm hoping we're going to, park the van, load in, sound check, and then go get a day room somewhere close by, because I don't think the band's going to be able to handle just hanging out in the hot, crazy heat, until showtime. I haven't felt like making videos lately. I don't know why. I don't know why I get like this. I get in these weird moods where I don't have any motivation to make a video. I feel like I don't have anything to say, or it's just kind of like, what's the point? It's that stupid depression crap that gets in your head. But I sort of made a point that like I don't want to make bum out videos. Like I don't want to make depressing videos, because my mind goes dark a lot. With all this stuff, and I don't want to have every video be like that, just be like a bummer channel, But at the same time, I also want to, show you guys like this is what it's like. This is where my head's at. It's not easy, and so there's a balance there. So on those days, I just choose not to make any videos, and channel suffers a little bit, the views go down and stuff, but it's like you got to look out for your mental health and all that. So I've got some solo acoustic shows next month, coming up in a couple weeks actually. So yeah, August 8th I'm going to be in Daytona at Reggae at the Rock at the Hard Rock Hotel. On the 9th and 10th I'm doing the Island Root Kava Bar, 2 locations. I'm doing, I think Saturday is Port St. Lucie, and then Sunday is Satellite Beach. So that's August 8th, 9th, and 10th. So if you want to come see me play acoustic and you're in the area, come hang. I'm doing Virginia Beach again, August 30th or something. I'm going to look this up, but yeah, I have a lot of acoustic gigs coming up, So Daddy's got to make some money for Christmas and stuff. So the band is doing this text message service now. Pretty stoked about it, honestly. Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, whatever, these are all algorithm-based platforms now. Years ago, we noticed that a lot of our fans weren't seeing our content, right? You always heard, have an email list, make sure you have an email list, right? Because you need to have your own direct-to-fan connection, right? Communication. Sure, great. But the click-through rate on emails is pretty bad. Like the open rate is pretty bad to begin with. A lot of people just leave it sitting in their inbox. I think a lot of people are just kind of over it, and people do sign up. And there's like a small percentage, maybe 10% of the people, let's say, I think we have it was something like 5,000 people on our email list. Maybe 500 of them are like really into what we're doing. Maybe that. I just see email as a really archaic system as far as communication goes, like for, for bands and brands and stuff. I think a more modern way to do it is text message. And I feel like text messages are, they show up right in your native text app, and you're not sifting through emails and stuff, and it's just a lot less, it feels like there's less work involved. So we started this service, and you can sign up on the band's website, and we have links in our story, and I think in our bio as well. And we're doing these things called drops. Basically, the way it works is we create drops for different things. So tour announcements, we announced a tour yesterday, for example. That was our first drop, I think. We're trying to make it fun, so we're doing things like song leaks and things. So like, we have a new song coming out very soon, and I want to use the opportunity to have this be one of the first drops. So we might be leaking a clip sometime very soon. And the way to do that is you sign up, you just give us your phone number, and that's pretty much it. It's very simple. There's an opt-in process, just like anything else. Like you'll put in your number, and then you get the code, right? And you just pop in the code. You can opt out at any time, of course. And we'll send you text messages. We'll send you little secrets and things before the public knows, because we have these super fans called the Ballyhooligans, and we try to over deliver and make it fun, make it a fun experience of being a Ballyhoo fan. And I just always believe in giving more than what you take when it comes to your fans, because without the fans, we're nothing. We couldn't be able to do this, right? So something like a song leak, that is just fun to me. We can even text back and forth. We ended up getting over 600 phone numbers in the last several days since we launched it, which is crazy. And they say that you only need 1,000 super fans, right? And I would like to think that people signing up for it are some of our biggest fans, right? So imagine that. Let's say I got 1,000 phone numbers and they're all super fans. That's incredible, and then we can have this direct connection. The point of this was we don't have to rely on Facebook and Instagram as much as we used to, even running ads. We run ads all the time for the shows and things. But that can be oftentimes, wasted money, because it's showing it to people that thinks might be interested in it, but if they don't click on it or whatever, there's no conversion, that money goes down the drain. And with something like the service we're using here, we can send a text message directly to you guys. You're gonna see it, and you can choose to open the link or whatever. It's just a way more efficient way of getting the word out and having that direct artist to fan relationship communication. That just really opens things up. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes, and I think people seem pretty excited about it. They're like, "Oh, dude, yeah, text me, give me a text," because one of the things I said was we're not going to spam you, we're not going to text you every day, and we have people saying "Dude, text me every day, seriously." Now it costs us money to send these text messages and stuff. It works on a credit system, and it's 10 credits per text message, and that's per person. So if you have 500 people and you send a text out, that's 5,000 credits right there, So we're not going to be sending messages all the time, but this first month or so, we have a lot going on. So, the frequency will probably be higher than what it will be in the future. So, we'll probably text you once or twice throughout I'm still wrapping my brain around how to do this stuff properly and make sure everything's working, and the drops are correct, and we've got everything worded properly, and it's all making sense. But pretty simple. But yeah, so if you want to, I'll put the link to the tech service in the description here, and if you guys want to go sign up, go for it. And what you'll see is you may be on the list already because you signed up before. But when we do new drops, those are separate mini campaigns. This is where I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you have to give your number again, or if it just recognizes your phone or something, through cookies and things, and it just automatically gives you the information that we're dropping. I'm not sure how that works yet. So if you do have to sign up twice, I hope that doesn't deter you. I'm like I said, I'm still learning here. So, and you guys let me know what your experience is. Like, did you guys have to sign up twice for different drops, or did you click the link and it took you there without any sign up process? I hope that's how it works. Anyway, but yeah, some new information coming soon. Go check out ballyhoorocks.com/tour. We just announced a tour yesterday with our friends Keep Flying and Joint Operation. They're going to come out, and we're actually, if you do sign up for that service on that drop, you'll get the pre-sale code for the tour. So if you guys want to buy tickets right now before they're public, I think they do go public tomorrow, Friday, but you can get them now for everybody else. As always, man, we just appreciate all you guys. And, you know, we couldn't do this without you. And we're always trying to evolve and innovate and have fun and, you know, just make it a cool experience. Anyway, thank you guys very much. Subscribe, like all the things. I'll try to make more videos this weekend for the shows. Thank you guys.